Yo, what is up, y'all? And today we're going to be starting a new series where we're going to be ranking every single wide receiver one in every NFL division. So today we're going to be starting this off with my favorite division of Atlanta Falcons, my favorite team, and we're going to be ranking NFC South wide receiver ones. So let's get into it. All right, and to be starting this list off, we're going to go ahead and get my favorite team out the way and give me my guy, Drake London, right there. We'll put a picture of him right there. We got his jersey right there. If I have their jersey, I'll try and put it just to show y'all, just so it's cool. But we'll be starting off with Drake London. Let's get into it.
All right, so with the first play we'll be talking about right here is a Sunday night football game, I think, against the Eagles, where he makes his game-winning catch. Insane. I remember watching this live. Amazing. I think this really just shows his clutch gene that he has at such a young age, given that he was drafted in 2022, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, great play against Darius Slay, Kirk Cousins. Throws that tight spiral in the corner of the end zone right there, and he's just ready for it. Another great thing about him is his character. You know, he just likes to air this bitch out after scoring that game winner. Definitely didn't help with the field goal, but they still ended up winning the game. Next one we get against the Buccaneers, Thursday Night Football, where Kirk Cousins hits him. He makes a great play and scores with 4 defenders in front of him. Amazing. That spin move, I don't know how it worked, but it worked. Next one right here against the Dallas Cowboys, where he's one of the best contested catch receivers in the league by far. Not many other players are this size, like have this amount of size, and can do what he does on a fade route against one of the best corners in the NFL right there. He does this multiple times throughout the season also. So we'll probably go over some more. But I just wanted to get this out the way. He is a great contested catch defender. We'll show you another one right here. Does the exact same thing, crazy 50-50 catch with Michael Penix at the helm right here, which I think is going to help him exponentially.
Right, and with the next one right here, we'll get a very seasoned vet in here. Next up, we're going to talk about some Mike Evans. Very experienced player in the league. I think he's had 11 straight seasons of 1,000 yards, tying Jerry Rice's record. So I think that definitely gives him a Hall of Fame spot. I know it's a very controversial debate with him being in the Hall of Fame. I think he should be, maybe not first ballot, but definitely should earn a spot in the Hall of Fame. All right, but with all that being said, let's get into it with the most experienced receiver in the NFC South.
So the first play that I liked a lot this year was this one right here against Commanders, where he catches an insane corner, go route, whatever the fuck you want to call it, which I just really liked because he has this it's like he's the unageable vet. Like he just has this perfect connection with Baker Mayfield that not many other wide receiver quarterback duos can have. Look at that. Just fights through a physical play by that DB right there and makes the play. And he has such a great connection. Look at the hands right there, not letting that guy touch him. Next one right here against the Falcons. Great corner route. Just knows how to get open and just knows how to do it in style, I guess is the way to say it. And just can change the game. He just knows how to get open and make that connection with the quarterback. He makes the quarterback's job easier when he's on that field. He's just absolutely terrorizing my Falcons team. Next one here against the Ravens. Another thing I said, he just knows how to get open. He's a physical receiver, but he's kind of sneaky. When he wants to get open, he can get open. Look at this play right here. Hits that post or whatever you want to call it right there. Not a post, a fade, and turns around just knowing that Baker Mayfield has the ball and sees him, turns around and catches it for the touchdown. This is one of those plays that I feel like perfectly highlights his hustle and his route running and just how he has a feel for the offensive game of football. All around just a very great, fast and physical receiver who can also catch 50-50 balls right there. You see, he's simply just one of the greats.
So next up, we're going to be going with Chris Olave right here, Saints wide receiver. Had a lot of concussion problems over the last few years. Can't really stay healthy, which is not really a good sign for a young wide receiver like him, who's very talented, in my opinion. And we'll just see how it goes, I guess, yeah. But we'll get into some highlights of him right here. Let's go.
All right, so with this first play right here, he catches the absolute zip, fucking bullet pass from Derek Carr right here. And good route running, great feet. Chris Olave can jump in the air, knows how to help the quarterback by catching it in stride most of the time. Look at that. Just catches it perfectly in stride and turns on the Jets and gains an extra 20 yards on that. Same game right here. There's another one. Just perfect connection with Derek Carr. He does not get the touchdown here, but just great athleticism and just having a feel for the game. Gets the Eagles right here. Another one just kind of has that same ability that Mike Evans has, knows how to get open, connection with the quarterback. All right, right here against my Falcons, Derek Carr just back throws it, and he just kind of fights for those yards. I feel like it's his athleticism that makes him so much better than most other receivers in the league. I feel like that is what gives him these extra yards that he fights for day after.
All right, and with our last receiver, last but not least, we're going to go with the rookie that I think will be starting for the Carolina Panthers this upcoming season out of Arizona, Tedoroa McMillan. I think he's a very physical receiver. Love his college highlights. I'll show those. We'll break down those. I think he's going to be a great receiver, longevity. He reminds me a lot of Mike Evans in a lot of ways, and you'll see that. So we'll get into it. Let's go.
All right, so with this first play that we'll be going over right here against New Mexico State, it's like a deep bullet pass down the sideline, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. He just turns on the Jets, it's a big wide receiver, and burns his team. Absolutely burns them. He definitely might be the most talented wide receiver in this division. Right here against West Virginia, this quarterback makes an insane throw, but he's just ready for it. Just has that connection that he can just build with people, with players. God, I can't speak. But you just see it right here, just this mid-post route right here. Stops, breaks the receiver's ankles with the route running, and just ready for the catch. Right here against UFC, makes an insane one-handed grab with the pass interference. Just shows his just knack for the game and how just good he is at football. We'll replay it again right here. Just insane route running, makes the catch, bobbles it, slams him down with the PI, and catches it, touchdown. Yeah, they might have been down like 42-12, but like this dude's got bigger fish to fry.
All right, and with that, we've gotten all 4 receivers in this division, and we'll be moving on to the rankings of all of them. All right, so with number 4, I think it's going to be Chris Olave, and mainly for a couple reasons, because injury prone, and he's just not shown his full potential yet. I think every receiver in this division has a very high ceiling and could be good, but he's just got the least potential, and he's just injury prone. He's not very promising so far. Next up, as much as I hate to do this to him, we're going to be going with my guy, Mike Evans. Mainly just because his age is getting up there, and we saw last year his season got cut short because of injuries, and we couldn't really see how much numbers he really would have put up last year if he didn't get injured. And I just don't think he's going to be doing this much longer and how much he has in him. I think he could hit 1,000 yards, but I really do have a high hope for Tedoroa McMillan with a quarterback like Bryce Young, and he'll have other weapons to pass to, so the offense will not rely on him. But this isn't about Tedoroa McMillan. I think the Buccaneers are heading down a spiral, and it's just going to slowly start going down once he retires. Baker Mayfield's not going to have any help, and it's just not what I want to see. And I think I'm going to put Tedoroa McMillan over Mike Evans. All right, and next up right here, we're going to be talking about some more about Tedoroa McMillan. His college highlights, to me, are very promising, and he has just an elite offense, a good defense, just a better team. And we've seen this with other rookie wide receivers like Brian Thomas Jr. last year. Like, once they have a bit more receivers to help them and just better people, they become better. And I feel like he's actually going to be one of a Mike Evans type player for the Panthers for the next 10 years maybe or so. I have high hopes for him. We'll see. Enough of that. Let's go. All right, so in first place right here, we all know this is coming. Drake London will be I'm naming the best wide receiver in the NFC South by far. He was top 4 in receiving yards last year. Had one of the top 3 targets. Very physical, dominant wide receiver. Reminds me a lot of I can't really give him a comparison right now. Like a Larry Fitzgerald. That's the comparison I would give him. Yes. Good 50-50 wide receiver. Good route running. Great upside with speed and whatnot. And he's just a very versatile receiver who can do everything for the Atlanta Falcons offense. And I think they will be contenders this year. And he's on a good team with a quarterback like Michael Penix. If y'all have not seen his highlights, this man can get the ball anywhere on that field. You just tell him and he'll do it. I think this is a great number 1 for him. And yeah. All right, and that will conclude our rankings for the NFC South today. Next video will be the NFC North. So make sure to tune in for that. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. And we'll be posting out more videos like this, hopefully frequently. And see you on the next one.